they're a massive company and would invest a lot into that vendor training. And so the vendor training has to be good to start with. And I
Yeah.
think
So true.
if you're a vendor certification that's offering a certification, you're selling your course, then you're not only teaching the tool, but you're teaching the fundamentals for what the tool is trying to do. So
Yeah,
if you're
very true.
like threat hunting and you're trying to find persistence, well, you then need to teach what is persistence. It's not just like, here's how you go find it, and then there's no context to it, because that doesn't help the analyst.
Totally.
Where I see it different, because the interview that I was doing was with the other podcast that I'm on, Forensic Focus, so that's quite law enforcement heavy with the vendors that we normally talk to, and that's actually a requirement, because if you're making this tool and your analysts have no idea how to really use the tool, but also they then have to go into court and
Yeah.
explain
The whole
how,
expert witness piece to it.
yeah, the whole expert witness piece. So that the training in general in those kind of platforms, so like Magnet Forensics, for example, like I'm thinking other things like Nuix, Axiom's now part of Magnet Forensics as well. But it really needs to be on point, because if they get cross-examined and they're like, oh, but what is the tool doing with this evidence? Or like, how's your
Yeah.
workflow working? Like, not only do they need to know the ins and outs of all their data, but the ins and outs of every tool that they
Of the
use
tool,
as
yeah.
well, because someone's freedom's at stake here. So I think we're seeing a lag in the IT industry space with vendor training and certifications, like except for some of those probably really big ones that are investing a lot into those certs,
Mm.
whereas it's always been with the law enforcement piece because it's had to be there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,